Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. How are you all? I hope you are in good condition, you are fine. Well, this meeting we talk about translation techniques after discussing translation method in the previous meeting. Now we discuss to the next topic, namely translation techniques. The most important things that you have to know between translation method and technique, especially for translation techniques, we focus on words and phrases from source text to the target text. However, our focus on translation method in clause, sentences, and paragraphs. So here are the differences, especially for focus on translating from source text to the target text. Well, I hope the concept of translation techniques and translation methods are clear. I would like to say that translation techniques play in capital role on words and phrases. However, in translation methods play a crucial role above of phrases like clauses, sentences, and even paragraphs. Okay, I hope it will be clear for you. If we are talking about translation techniques, it depends to the translator. It means that translator is a decision maker to choose the techniques. However, in order to choose the techniques of translation, of course, translator need to see the purpose of translation. What is the purpose of translation? And then translation techniques can be judged, or translation techniques can be evaluated in order to achieve the translation purpose. Well, for this topic, we talk about translation techniques, especially for we use the theory of Molina and Albert 2002. What are they? What are the translation techniques? Let's see, they are adaptation, amplification, borrowing, calquing, compensation, description, discursive creation, established, equivalent, generalization, linguistic amplification, linguistic compression, literal translation, modulation, particularization, reduction, substitution, transposition, and variations. And here are the techniques of translation that we will discuss for this meeting. We discuss translation technique, which refers to the theory of Molina and Albert 2002. Okay, now let's see here the first techniques, namely adaptation. Adaptation is to replace a source text cultural element with one from the target culture. According to Molina and Albert, adaptation is called as cultural equivalent. Okay, Newmark, and it is called cultural substitution according to Becker. The example of translation adaptation techniques can be seen below. According to English language, baseball, however in target text it is football. What does it mean? It is adaptation of cultural equivalent. There is no baseball in Spanish, and however in Spanish language they use the football for baseball. So it means that you can read this. Adaptation is called cultural equivalent. So cultural equivalent. Adaptation refers to cultural equivalent. Okay. The second technique is amplification. Amplification is called explicitation according to Finney and Delbernat. So amplification is explicitation from source to the target text. Now we can see the example of this. The word here, the phrase the bob in this sentence, the bob, and it is translated become berambut pendek. In this context, it means there is a process, there is a explicitation for this techniques, which is called amplification. The third technique is borrowing. However, in borrowing, we can divide it into two types. The first, pure borrowing, or it is called without any changes, and the second, it is called naturalized borrowing with some changes. Okay, now for the pure borrowing, we can see the example here. Solo musical release catwalk. Release music solo debut catwalk. It means that the word of catwalk, it is pure borrowing, and however for the naturalized borrowing, it means there is a changes. We can see here you can read this. The example of autobiography, it is words autobiography, and it is translated become autobiography. So we can see there is a changes in naturalized borrowing. And the fourth technique, it is called calque. Calque is literal translation of foreign words or phrase, and it can be lexical or structural. Now we can see the example is here, World Cup become Piala Dunia, and we can see World Dunia Cup Piala, but we translate become Piala Dunia, not Dunia Piala. Okay, now we continue to the next techniques. It is called compensation. Compensation is to introduce a source text element of information or stylistic style effect in another place in the target text, because it cannot be reflected in the same place in the source text. Okay, for example, we can see never did she visit her aunt. Wanita itu benar-benar tega tidak menemui bibinya. So this is the stylistic effect, which cannot be translated into the cannot be translated from source to the same place in the source to the target place, to the target text. Okay, to the next techniques, it is called description. We describe something from the source to the target. Let's see the example. Panettone in Italy, but in target text we translate it into kue tradisional Italia yang dimakan pada saat tahun baru. It is description of panettone, samurai juga, and then many things that we need to translate by using description. Okay? The next technique is discursive creation, and discursive creation it is used to translate the title, the film title or another title in film and other series title, ya. And let's say the source text, judul buku Si Malin Kundang, but in translated in target text, a betrayed son Si Malin Kundang. So it is a title. The next technique is established equivalent. Established equivalent, it is recognized as translation or accepted standard, or with other words that established equivalent, it is a formal translation. Yeah, formal translation. Let's say the example here, high school, and the translation is SMU. So it is a formal, it is accepted, and it is standard for the target text. The next technique is generalization. We can see the example sons. In source text sons ini jelas laki-laki, but in target text anak. In target text nggak jelas ini anak ini laki-laki atau perempuan. And then next see boots, sepatu boot, ya jelas itu sepatu boot bentuknya bagaimana. But in target text becomes sepatunya. So this is a generalization, ya. The example of generalization. Jadi yang dari spesifik menjadi general. Okay, the next technique it is linguistic amplification, and then linguistic amplification it is amplify to add another linguistic element, and it is used for interpreting and dubbing. You know dubbing? Okay. Linguistic compression also it is the opposite of linguistic amplification. Okay, and then it is simultaneous interpreting and subtitling. Okay, and then literal translation. In literal translation we can see the example here. Paparazzi follow bags and post everywhere. Paparazzi menguntit bags dan post kemana-mana. We can see the word by word it is translated. It is called literal translation. Dia diterjemahkan kata demi kata untuk target text. Itu yang disebut dengan literal translation. The next technique is modulation. We can see the example. Before long, it is translated become dalam waktu singkat. We can see the change of point of view, focus or cognitive category in relation to the source text. So here focus and cognitive category in relation to the source text. So there is a change of point of view in modulation. Next technique is particularization. Particularization is opposite from generalization. We can see the example: drinking and drug taking, alkohol dan obat bius. Ini adalah drinking and drug taking. Ini adalah sesuatu yang general, but in translation ini lebih spesifik. The next technique is reduction. Reduction it is opposite from amplification, and there is a process of implicitations in this techniques. We can see the source text. 7 years old Christy is terminally ill. Christy Howard berusia 7 tahun. So ada sesuatu yang dihilangkan, ada sesuatu yang direduksi pada target text ini, seperti contoh kata ill. The next technique it is substitution or linguistic or paralinguistic. So paralinguistic or gesture it is a paralinguistic. Ini adalah paralinguistic. But in translation we can translate the gesture of this. Ada terjemahannya, ada bisa kita linguistikkan, bisa kita maknai gerakan ini menjadi apa. The next topic is transposition. So this techniques it is similar with the concept of shift based on cat words. You can see the category of grammatical verb become a noun. You can see the example here. You know, Anda berhasil. It means that there is a changes. There is a transposition from verb to noun and vice versa. Okay, the last technique is variations. It is to change linguistic or paralinguistic elements to introduce or change dialectical indicators. So, ini biasanya digunakan untuk menerjemahkan dari novel ke